Yo, what my audio sound like? Y'all let me know. What my visual look like? Y'all let me know. What the energy feel like? Y'all let me know. What's cracking, y'all? It's Vaches Lombardi. It's been a minute. Not exactly 60, but you know what I mean. Couple things on the plate that we gotta run. Just a little bit. Pardon me. Digging all in my face on camera. I apologize. So this is where we at today. It is December 22nd. The holidays are right around the corner. Vaches Lombardi ain't gonna be here. And the reason I've kind of been quasi-quiet is because I've been working on content for when I'm gone. Okay? So I'm going to do a live stream today and a live stream tomorrow. But from the 24th to the 30th, Voch ain't going to be here. But I can't just let the streets be dry while I'm not here. I'm be in Mississippi somewhere. I'm be long gone to Mississippi somewhere. So I'm not going to be here, but I can't leave the streets just absolutely dry. So I decided to reach into my draft bag because it's about that time of year. I'm actually early this year. I normally don't start till flat out January, but I started in October. And now the draft wheels are actually rolling. I've broken down more draft prospects than I really thought. So we're kind of getting in the draft bag here. So yeah, I mean I do a lot of Cowboys stuff, but from now till whenever, I'll be incorporating draft stuff because that's really what I did first. I just recently got welcomed to the Cowboys community, but I was draft guy first. So I'll be dropping at least 6 film sessions while I'm gone. The least number of film sessions I'll drop over the holidays will be 6. I've scripted them. I've already talked on a few of them. I got to edit some or whatever. I'm just putting myself in position to where we good to go. We're good to go when I'm not here. Those 6 film sessions are, I'll go ahead and tell you now. Those 6 film sessions are, I got Montez Sweat from Mississippi State, the edge player. Christian Wilkins from Clemson. Dexter Lawrence from Clemson. Austin Bryant from Clemson. You might as well watch all the Clemson guys together. But I'm watching all 3 of those guys. I'll be dropping the videos on those guys over the next couple of days. Jonah Williams, the left tackle from Alabama, dropping that film session. Noah Fant, tight end, Iowa. I'm going to be dropping that film session. And I got a couple possibles I could drop. I have a script written out for Devin Bush. Don't really know if I'll get time. I don't know if I'll have time to get to it. And I got film pulled for Devin White and Jeffrey Simmons. Don't know if I'm gonna get there or not. But they're there. You definitely gonna get them first 6 though. You definitely gonna get them first 6. Everybody else, we'll see. We'll cross that road when we whenever we get there or whatever. Another piece of information I want to drop is I'm going to be doing a Vaches Voice podcast after this. Y'all really need to quit playing and get up on the Vaches Voice podcast game. I do a lot of music talk on there. I do a lot of, me chilling with my guys, my co-host or whatnot, a lot of jokes in there, a lot of current events in there, a lot of Hell, I want to get into gun talk sometimes. I got a lot of, just a lot of stuff, whatever I'm feeling, whether it be me hating on Aquaman, whether it be me talking about, the House passing the bill to ban bump stocks, whether it be the new Dragon Ball Broly movie, what was the game of the year, God of War, Spider-Man, Red Dead, things like that. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff that we talk about on the Vaches Voice podcast, and that's on all your podcast streaming platforms, including Spotify. Go check that out. But yeah, I'll be doing a Vaches Voice podcast after this. So as soon as I get done with this live stream, if y'all wanna hang around and listen to the Vaches Voice podcast, then we'll do so. So setting the table for the night. I don't think we got heavy numbers. That's fine. This was basically just me putting on for the people. I saw David Alexander drop a deuce in the super chat earlier. You going to the game, Vash? No, Mr. Alexander, I'm not going to the game. I'm going to Natchez, Mississippi to be with my people for the holidays. But I'll be streaming the game. And I'll be gone from the 24th to the 30th, 31st or whatever. So we'll see. So, like I said, I don't think we got a whole bunch of people in the chat box right now. That'll probably grow over time. But just me setting the table. If y'all want to hop in the chat box and say whatever the hell y'all want, I'll be interacting with you. If you want to hop on the phones and get into a little bit of draft talk, the number is 515-739-1285. The number is also on the screen. If you want to get into a little bit of whatever you want to talk about, the number's there for you. I'm probably going to talk about the draft prospects that I watch film on, just to kind of give y'all my thoughts on those guys. I saw somebody said they can't wait till I hate on Jonah Williams. I think Jonah Williams is a fine football player, but I do have my gripes about him or whatever. But the film, I'll put it all on the film. You'll see all my thoughts on the film or whatever. New prospects I've been watching, QnA. Yeah, like I said, you can call in, you can do chat box, whatever you want to do. However y'all want to chill tonight, this is y'all's show. This is just me putting in work for the community. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna do it like that. I see Cleveland Brown dropped the question already. Who do you think is the best offensive lineman coming out in the draft? Let me also kind of say that, because I know this is Q&A, but I'm different from other draft analysts. I don't like lying to people. Tosh in the chat box, what's up, mama? I don't like lying to people. So I don't think I've watched enough offensive linemen to tell you who the best offensive lineman is. You know what I mean? I can tell you about Jonah Williams because I watched him, but I'll be like, I would be no better than a mainstream media guy if I just flat out just up and say, oh, well, I know the top 30 offensive linemen and I can name them here and there and I'll tell you. I'm not there yet. And I'm not going to lie. I like slow burns. I like to burn this thing slowly, consume it, and I like to get the information correct first. Some of these draft guys jump out there real quick just to have an opinion, and they be wrong half of the time for the sake of having an opinion. Well, shit, let's get into it then. Montez Sweat. There was a lot of hype about Montez Sweat. Greg Castillo with the deuce in the super chat. He's excited for draft talk. Let's get right into Montez Sweat, Mississippi State defensive end. Man, if you listen to the Draft Illuminati, they'll have you thinking superb things about Montez Sweat. I got a lot of problems with Montez Sweat. I think he's a very stiff football player. He's, I think because he's slender edge guy, people associate him with being quick, twitchy, and explosive. I don't think he's quick, twitchy, or explosive. I don't think so. Montez Sweat is tall. He got long legs and shit, and he looks weird when he's running. He looks stiff. He looks strange when he's running. You know what I'm saying? So when I watch Montez Sweat, I go, where's all this explosion and athleticism at? You know, I don't think he's slow. I think he'll run a decent 40, and I think his long stride is going to make up for a lot of that. But he's stiff, he's long, he's lanky. He doesn't rush with a plan. Doesn't have a good backup move. You know, doesn't rush with counter or anything like that. But this is what Montez is like really good at. And let me be careful how I say that because it ain't really something that he worked on. He was just kind of born this way. Montez is strictly measurables guy. You know, remember Daniil Hunter from LSU? He was just big, long, big, huge guy. Measurables, but he wasn't productive, didn't really put it together well. But he got some coaching, and now he got like 14 sacks in the league or something like that. I think Montez Sweat's going to need a lot of coaching. He got long arms, but you see him only jab every now and then. You know, like you see some of these other guys with less arm talent. That's kind of double way to say it. But you see guys with less arm talent, you see them punch and extend better. And Montez Sweat, goddamn. What you call the little pool noodles, the little long styrofoam joints that you take out to the pool, the big long joints? He got pool noodles for arms. Pool noodles for arms. He's just not using them the right way. So I'm gonna drop that film on y'all so you can get the actual visual of it. You can get that little idea. But yeah, man, Montez Sweat kind of let me down, man. I think that's just a grand example of the draft Illuminati doing draft Illuminati shit. Hassan laughing at me. Are they not called water noodles? What they called, man? Help me out, Montez. I was broke coming up. I ain't had no pool. I don't know what I don't know what they call them. Tell me what they are. I'll get into Jonah Williams then. Jonah Williams. So as a technical prospect, y'all can call in by the way if y'all want to talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. 515-739-1285, access code 309-104. Jonah Williams as an offensive lineman, I get kind of excited about his technical side, you know, and he's so technically sound. He kind of gets boring to watch sometimes, and that's good. That's good. You kind of want your offensive linemen to be so technical that they're boring. You know, you at least want that side of them to be nasty. And he is, in fact, that. As a pass setter, he always got a great base, always got great bend in his knees. His back's always flat, elbows tucked. He's always in good punching position, always got great offensive line posture. You know, you can win half the battle with offensive line posture. You know what I mean? If you're one of them offensive linemen that bend at the hips instead of bending at the knees, you lean forward, you got bad posture, somebody grab you by the cloth, pull you down, now you're dead as fried chicken. But Jonah Williams always got a great balance. He's always right on that center line. And no matter where you move, if you move, his center line moves with you. You go the other way, his center line goes with you. And his feet are always moving. And top tier stuff by Jonah Williams. I like him getting to the second level, blocking these linebackers and skinny kids. You know, getting into space, you know, dealing with these cornerback screens and stuff. Top tier stuff from young Jonah Williams, but of course I have my gripes. Of course I have my gripes from young Jonah Williams. I don't think he had. I wish he was a little more nasty. You know. I wish his punch was a little more aggressive. I wish he had more of a fop when he would punch people. You know what I'm saying? That's let me spell that in the chat box. That's FOOP. That's what I just spelled with 4 O's and all capital letters. That's what I wish Connor Williams had as I type it in the chat. Fop! You know what I'm saying? That's what I wish he had. Connor Williams doesn't have much fop when he's punching people. Connor kick. And he'll catch somebody, but then he'll mirror them perfectly. he'll just mirror drill perfectly after catching somebody. Doesn't deliver a blow. Even in the run game, right? You'll see him step, boom, boom, boom. You'll see him step, boom, 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 get hands, but he didn't deliver the blow. He didn't lay into somebody. You remember how we used to watch Jonah Williams, and Quentin would just lay into people? Oh, Jonah Williams was different, how he laid into people. Or, how we used to watch Hernandez hit people, just deliver the blow. Jonah Williams doesn't deliver blows, man. He doesn't deliver blows, and that's kind of that kind of got me a little hurt, man. That kind of got me a little hurt. Joe Sandberg talking about Connor Williams. Connor Williams had a lot of fop in college. Just that he went from playing in college to playing with grown men. So, he'll get there. He does have the nasty trait. Connor Williams used to finish blocks all the time when he played in Texas. He just gotta up his thing now. He gotta get that pro body thing now. But he'll get there at some point. But yeah, man, Jonah Williams, man, he'll be one of those top offensive line names. I got some other old linemen to look at. I know Greg Little. I gotta look at him, and it's another cat I gotta look at. Can't really get my thumb on that guy's name neither, but I know I gotta get take a look at that. But it is what it is. Stephen Smith says, doesn't that say he's lacking in strength? Sure. I don't want to call him weak or soft or anything like that, but delivering the blow. I mean, he's probably strong. He just doesn't deliver his blow. I don't know yet. He doesn't get much moving in the run game. He's more of a hat on the hat type of guy. But like I said, we'll see. We'll see when the draft process goes along. I'll keep giving updates or whatever. That's just basically what I saw early with the Jonah Williams kid. So we'll see. I talked about the Clemson kids on previous podcasts already. I don't know if y'all was here, so y'all can go in the chat box and tell me if y'all want to hear about the Clemson kids, or if you're tired of me talking about the Clemson kids. I don't necessarily know if y'all have been around while I've been talking about the Clemson kids. Let's get into Noah Fant. Boy, do I like Noah Fant. Boy, do I like Noah Fant. So I was watching them. The games I watched from Noah Fant, like Penn State, I believe, Ohio State, like Wyoming or something. It was like another game. I watched a whole bunch of games on Noah Fant because I really wanted to, get a good idea of him. And Noah Fant just ran past linebackers all day. Oh, God, he ran past them all day. Man, Noah Fant, Miko Doc said, tired of Clemson kid. I mean, you watch all my live streams, salute to you. Noah Fant, no matter what team we played against or they played against, he always seemed to get real vertical and run past everybody, all the tight ends, bro. And when I see his athletic profile or whatever, I go, man. Like, y'all remember how we felt about Ebron, like when he was North Carolina Ebron? Not Detroit Ebron, but North Carolina Ebron. And I think Indianapolis Ebron got a lot of North Carolina Ebron. Like, if we could just totally forget Detroit Ebron, right? But he got a lot of Ebron in him, Just that he's 6'5", athletic, great hand, runs past everybody. He ain't Evan Ingram, though, and I'll explain. Just run past everybody. And I was like, man, this dude is a mismatch problem. He's running past these safeties and linebackers. Motherfucker. Goddamn Noah Fant. Denzel Ward was covering him one time. Fourth overall pick, Cleveland, Ohio State, cornerback. Denzel Ward was covering Noah Fant one time. Motherfucking Noah Fant ran past Denzel Ward for the touchdown. I said, God damn. Boy, I'm going to show on the film session tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, but whenever I drop the Noah Fant film set. I'm going to show. Motherfucker ran. And I'm like, I thought it was like mismatches versus linebackers and shit. But Noah Fant running past the 4th overall pick. Like it's nothing. I say, God damn, Noah Fant, your athleticism is scary. So when it's time to get to the combine, we're going to see about Noah Fant running past people. As a blocker, he is such a willing blocker. He's so willing as a blocker that his willingness makes him a better blocker. He's not the greatest technically. You know what I'm saying? He's technique-wise, like perfection or whatever. He's not, he's not the greatest technical blocker in the world, but he's very willing. He's not like an inline wide receiver that we're used to dealing with that just ain't trying to block people. Like Evan Ingram ain't trying to block nobody, Noah Fant actually blocks people, but it's more will. Like remember O.J. Howard, like how O.J. Howard was a great blocker. Noah Fant ain't a great blocker, but he's willing. He's a bit thicker than Evan Ingram too. I think Evan Ingram actually has a receiver body. He's just tall and he plays tight end. I think Noah Fant actually has a pretty solid tight end body. He'll probably gain a few more pounds, but he has a solid tight end body and he runs past people. Evan Ingram's probably a better route runner, but who cares? It's tight end. Noah Fant's hands might be a little more secure, something like that. But man, Noah Fant's top tier. Top tier. Like I really like Noah Fant. Is Fant worth moving up in the second round to get? I mean, if there's like a Cowboys fan, I'm not trying to move up to get. I'm not trying to draft a tight end early this year. If you're asking from a Cowboys perspective, I'm not trying to move up. I'm not trying to move up to get anybody, and I'm not trying to draft a tight end in the first couple rounds of the draft this year. So nah, I mean, if it's some other team, go ahead, but not as a Cowboys guy, no. But I do like Noah Fant. Festerson, got it. Do I have an opinion on Montez Sweat? You're gonna have to rewind to the first couple minutes. You missed it. I know you was in here because I saw you in here. You must have walked away from your laptop. But I talked about Montez Sweat for a little bit. I wasn't thrilled. By Montez Sweat. But yeah, big fan of Noah Fant. I like Noah Fant, Jonah Williams, all the Clemson kids or whatever. I really do. I really do like those kids, man. But like I said, I'm gonna drop the film session on them next week, so y'all stay tuned for that. I think Fant will go in the first round. We'll see, probably. Noah Fant on the Cowboys will be sweet. John and Schultz are doing fine, and they're both like backup tight ends. I think it's still early for Dalton Schultz. I think people writing him off. I mean, tight ends really don't get it going year one. They got to learn so much. They got to develop so much. Like they got the biggest plate, not mentally, but they got a big plate in front of them. To be just a complimentary player. I mean, think about O.J. Howard. Like O.J. Howard wasn't great last year. We knew O.J. was great in college or whatever. And people hit me up like, "Vaches, I thought O.J. Howard was great." God damn it, he's great this year. Who else? I just had an example about a tight end that wasn't great year one. George Kittle. George Kittle was cool last year, but he wasn't George Kittle like now. Like George Kittle now is ridiculous, but George Kittle wasn't this dude last year. Tight ends got to grow, man. Tight ends got to grow. And I think Swaim and Schultz will grow. I ain't necessarily trying to use draft capital on a tight end. I'm trying to get my offensive line correct. I'm trying to keep my defensive line strong. A couple more complimentary DBs and stuff like that. I mean, it's a lot of stuff we got to do, man. I ain't necessarily trying to panic for a tight end or nothing like that. But that's just me. Williams should have been ready to play with the big boys. He didn't prepare for the NFL while in college. He has jiggly arms coming to the NFL with jiggly arms. You talking about Connor Williams? Connor Williams built like Tyron Smith. Connor Williams is a bodyguard. He ain't fat at all. Nah, yeah, that ain't facts, fam. That ain't facts. That's false. That's false. Connor Williams is in great shape. It's just the league, everybody just can't come in day one and start. Cowboys have been fortunate enough to get Tyron Travis and Zach, but those guys are first round picks. Connor was drafted at 50, you know. So I mean, I don't expect Connor to just step in day one and be the man. It normally doesn't work that way. Connor be fine next year, but it ain't like he wasn't in shape. Connor was in great shape. You just got to keep developing. Shall we bring in a veteran tight end? Oh, it's too late for that. You might as well stick with what you got. Ron Hyatt, what's up? Devin Bush, linebacker from Michigan. I watched a little bit of him, and I was pretty impressed with him. He's a little dude, man, but he plays like It is facts. Watch his videos playing at UT. Arms are just jiggling. I wouldn't say it if I didn't see it. Well, I mean, if you watch his combine stuff, I mean, not combine. If you watch his pro day stuff, you watch his Cowboy stuff, Jonah Williams is in tremendous shape. Tremendous shape. Zach Martin got jiggly arms. I mean, I ain't really trying to, whatever. But I didn't watch Devin White yet, no, but I did watch Devin Bush. Devin Bush is he's a little dude, 5'11". He's a Mike, but I think on the next level he'll be playing Sam. He's a very downhill guy, very aggressive guy. Nasty mean dude when he's in straight line mode or whatever. Nasty mean dude. I gotta keep watching Devin Bush to see how he moves laterally, to see how he changes direction. I don't think he's necessarily a great, like as a mental player, like as a football IQ player. I gotta see him read his keys better. And I'm being careful because I'll say something, y'all are flat. I'll say Voch hates Devin Bush. I see somebody ask me why I don't like Greedy Williams. I don't even think I ever remember saying a word about Greedy Williams, but whatever. What was I just talking about though? Devin Bush. I need to see him read his keys a little better. Sometimes he gets lost in the shuffle because I think he's focused on the wrong things. If he reads the offensive line on back to the ball carriers or whatever, I think he'll have a better time making plays. But sometimes he get lost. Sometimes he'll over pursue plays because he's not reading his keys. He'll get caught up. He'll get caught up in the funk of the fight, opposed to reading his keys correctly. And that's why I don't think he'll necessarily fit as a world linebacker. But as a Sam guy, just as a nasty downhill thumpy dude, he's not afraid of these offensive line. I got a lot of hate from when I was evaluating Van Der Esch, when I was like, Van Der Esch doesn't use his hands well, doesn't disengage from blocks. I don't like how he throws his shoulder in there. I don't like how he throws his shoulder in there. And people was hating on, well, Voch, you ain't supposed to use your hands. Linebackers don't use their hands to disengage block. They not defensive linemen. False. Linebackers absolutely use their hands, bro. And 5'11" ass Devin Bush uses his hands to get these big ass offensive linemen off of him. He's a very, very feisty dude. Pardon me. Okay, Devin. Okay, good. Your exact words is you thought the hype about Greedy was more because of his name than his play. Yeah, I did say that. But I never said I hated Greedy. I never said I hated Greedy Williams. But I think a lot of his hype comes with his name being Greedy. I will say that. I don't hate Greedy though. I don't hate him. It's just as a prospect. You'll probably get a lot more looks if your name was Greedy. And then you got to look at it like this too. You got to look at it. I always evaluate people with context of where other people look at them, right? So I'm seeing mock drafts with Greedy Williams as like the second and third overall pick, and I just don't see Greedy Williams in that way. I don't see Greedy Williams being better than Quinnen or Nick or if a quarterback climbs this thing, or just. And I don't see Greedy being like a top 5 guy. He could be. I don't know. I mean, I don't know shit. I'm just a YouTuber, but I don't see Greedy being a top 5 guy. But I think because his name is Greedy, I think he got a lot of that attention. That's basically what I'm saying. That's basically what I'm saying. I haven't even watched him formally. I've watched him a little bit, but I haven't even watched him formally. Favorite tight end in the draft? Too early. Voch, who's the best guard in the draft? Too early. I will not lie to y'all. What should the Cowboys target in the second round? O-line or D-line? It's a lot of 3-techs this year. Plenty 3-techs this year. I wouldn't mind getting one. Or just bolster my offensive line. I ain't trying to go safety or tight end like people talking about. I ain't trying to waste picks there. Or quarterback. I ain't trying to waste picks there. I'm trying to get one of these. I'm trying to stay where I'm at, not trying to trade up. I'm trying to get a D lineman. I'm trying to get the hell up out of there. Get a D line, bring them in, and keep on going. You don't have a favorite yet? Nah, because I'm not balls deep in draft yet. I'm not really balls deep in draft yet. Like, I still got a lot of Cowboy stuff to do. Hell, David Draymond Jones might be there for Dallas in the second round. Draymond Jones may be one of those guys. Draymond can really play, but I think what's going to happen with 3-techs this year, I think it's going to be so many 3-techs. I think teams are going to pass on them because there's so many of them that, there's so many quality guys you can get. You start naming off like tackles or whatever, then you're just gonna keep bumping guys down the board. And Draymond Jones is a good player, but hell, he may be the 7th defensive lineman or something like that. As far as defensive tackle goes, in a group of defensive tackle, man, Dave Alexander may drop like a muff. I mean, Draymond Jones may drop to the second round. He's like the 7th, 8th best guy. But I mean, that's not to say that he's bad. It's just a lot of great D linemen this year. It's plenty of them. Yeah, Draymond Jones nasty. Yeah, a lot of guys nasty this year. Do you think Christian Wilkins could drop to the second round? No. I think people have lost all chance of that. Like last year when Christian was playing defensive end and I didn't like it, then yeah, maybe. Like him grading as a defensive end looks like a second round player to me. But they moved him back to 3-tech this year, and I'm gonna drop the film session on him. It ain't gonna be a long one. But I dropped the film session on him, and they moved Christian Wilkins back to 3-tech. And boy, you would have thought they listened straight to Voch. You'd have thought Voch said put Christian Wilkins at 3-tech. Let's put him at 3-tech. And you'd have thought they'd have dropped the damn boy. Christian Wilkins nasty, dog. Hassan say Wilkins top 5. He's a top 5 defensive tackle. He ain't a top 5 player in this draft. That's different. That's different now. But I do like Christian Wilkins. Shreyas was good. When you look at Gritty, take a look at Delpit and imagine him next year for Dallas. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. We need more speed on offense and a backup running back. I mean, that's like 6th round conversation. That's like 5th, 6th round, 7th round conversation. You can get a good undrafted running back or something. I ain't trying to drop draft capital on like big draft capital on a running back or something like that, or even like a slot receiver, because I think Cedric Wilson's gonna come back and be fine. I think Noah Brown's gonna find his little way up in here, you know. Then you got, you know, Gallup and Cooper. I don't necessarily think we're gonna draft a receiver. I wouldn't mind keeping Tavon just for like kick return, punt return, but I ain't trying to draft a receiver. No. I'm drafting O lineman. I'm drafting D lineman. I'm sticking to that. Who are some top quality linebackers in the draft this year? It's early. But the 2 Devins, White and Bush, Uh, I know Alabama got a linebacker that was coming up. He may go back to school, so I mean we'll see. I mean, depending on if you're looking at inside or outside linebackers. You know, you're looking for a pass rusher, you're looking for an interior guy. You know, it kind of depends. Josh Allen is an edge guy to me, but just my personal opinion. Raymond said, "What's up, Vaches? What's up, Ray?" I think Mac Wilson is going back to school, and I do consider Josh Allen as an edge player, but that's just my opinion. What do you think Dallas's biggest needs are? O-line, D-line. That's it. O-line, D-line. I ain't trying to trade up to get nobody. I don't want no tight ends. I don't want to overpay for no safeties. O-line, D-line. Even if guys come back healthy. Even if Travis and Tyron and Zach, even if they all come back healthy. O-line, D-line. Shit. Easy peasy. I ain't blink neither. So yeah, I mean, hey, we getting a lot of chat box behavior, not really getting calls or whatever. We'll probably wrap this thing up. So how long I've been talking? It's probably been forever. I don't never be thinking the shows are longer than what they really are. Yeah, it's about to be 40, 50 minutes. Hey, this is what we're gonna do though. After this, I'm going to be doing a Vaches Voice podcast. I know a lot of y'all. Maybe y'all don't fool with the Vaches Voice joints or whatever, but y'all should definitely be fooling with the Vaches Voice joints. The Vaches Voice joints be fire, famo. We're gonna be doing a music podcast tonight, though. We're gonna listen to on my Spotify, and I think it's dope that they do this. But they give me like a top 100 of the songs that I've been listening to this year. So I'm gonna do a podcast on that. We're just gonna listen to not all 100 songs. We're gonna listen to some of the highlights on my top 100 Spotify playlist, and we're going to and I'm gonna tell y'all the story behind them. I'm gonna tell y'all the story behind some of those songs. And the damn Ravens and Chargers having a damn defensive struggle. It is what it is. I rewinded and saw what you said about Sweat. There you go. If Jordan Lewis played well, shouldn't he start over Anthony Brown? Well, I mean, Anthony Brown's playing well too, so can't get him out of here. Would you trade Tyron for a first? No! I'm not trying to trade Tyron Smith. No. Any player you can trade for first, you keep those guys. You keep them. Then draft a tackle in the second. No. Keep your guys, man. Keep your guys. Keep your Pro Bowlers. Just keep. Don't keep trying to get rid of your guys. Keep your guys, but come on now. Yeah, I think that's it. Chat box, that's all y'all got. Look, I got a Discord too. I got a Discord. That's where I'm going to be doing a lot of my audience interaction. I don't necessarily call y'all fans or anything like that, but audience interaction. It's in the description. My Discord link. I got it's like a big forum or whatever. You can go in there, and I got different tabs set up for TV and movies. We can talk some music on there, some Vaches Voice. I got to add a music tab. You're absolutely right. We could talk some music on there, Vaches Voice stuff. I know some gun people wanted to talk guns with me today. We could talk Second Amendment. You know, you can go in that tab or whatnot. There's a Cowboy tab. There's a draft tab or whatever. It's it's a lot of stuff, man. And I really want to build that Discord because interaction with y'all is very important to me. I don't think there's anybody on the internet that really interacts with y'all, with the actual people more than I do. Nobody does it. They may say that they do. Music. They may say they do, but they don't interact with the body, with the people. They don't interact with y'all more than I do. So I'm standing by that shit. So, yeah, go join my Discord. It's in the description. Go check that out. Your Discord link takes me back to my cowboy. Your Discord link takes me back to my cowboy family's Discord, where I am a member. No, you go to my Discord. Let me get y'all a link then. Let me get you a link. Where's the AK? Voch does not have an AK. Voch loves his AR platform. Now Voch is gonna get an AK at some point. The automatic Kalashnikov. I'm gonna get one at some point, but I'm very much an AR guy, and I've become obsessed with building ARs. You know what I'm saying? I'm just that's my new thing. That's my new that's my new move or whatever. I haven't done it in a while because I really been saving my bread. Being transitioning with the whole job thing or whatnot. So I really haven't been really been in my AR building bag as of late. But man, I'm full blown into building ARs, man. Full blown. Let me drop this link in the chat box one more time and y'all tell me. And we'll just try this again. Everybody over at my Cowboys family Discord has the same problem that I do. Oh yes, it does. All of us over there are having problems getting into your Discord. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, is Discord broke or something? I mean, is it? Because I've been having problems with the Discord since I built the motherfucker. Like I ain't had a good day with Discord yet. AR, where's my AR? I got one in the closet in there. But my main AR, my brother's using it. He had a date today. He took his lady friend to the range, so he took his lady friend to the range, so he took my rifle with him. Incognito. So go to Discord and try to search Vaches Lombardi. Just type in my name and see what you find and tell me what you got on there. My little number thing is pound 1458. Pound 1458. Tell me if you can see me on there, man. Cause I'm trying to build my little Discord and I ain't got time for Discord to be like fucking up and shit. Let me Google is Discord broken. Everybody have problems with Discord, man. It's crazy. I'm trying to build my daggum community, and all they got is Discord problems. All right, I'll fix that. I'll work on it or whatever. We'll just cross that road whenever we get there. But hey, man, if y'all can join it. It's gonna be a lot of dope conversation there, a lot of dope stuff to do. But I'm gonna wrap this thing up, and I'm going to get into my Vaches Voice podcast. If y'all want to hang around for that, you can. If not, I understand, but there will be no football talk over there. So, hey, I appreciate it. We have the merchandise, man. Don't forget about the merchandise, man. If y'all want to support, if y'all want to, boom. If y'all want, I said boom. You're supposed to be booming. Why aren't you booming? Maybe I deleted it or whatever. I don't know. I can still do this, though. Hey, man, go pick up a shirt, man. I have hoodies. I have redesigned Speed Strength Ass Whoop. I've redesigned the logo or whatever. It's vertical now. Y'all can check that out. I watch film. Just to let your friends know you're not the typical football fan. You gets down over here, and all that. So yeah, man, I'm about to restart my new stream, man. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski, y'all.